Yeah, if a man doesn't remember coming in your eye, then, like, this guy's not going to remember you either.
How does that feel?
Okay.
We're your hosts, Tara, Nora, and Allie, and you're listening to Bad Advice Only.
We're just three New York City rats talking about scurrying around the Big Apple. Here, we make the New York City mistakes so you don't have to.
We're begging you. Leave us a review and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We release new episodes every Monday, so stay tuned, rats. How we doing, rats? How we feeling?
Well, there's a sick rat, and she might be a blind rat.
There's a blind, sick rat. I was telling Tara this morning, I was like, we need to start a calendar and mark every day I'm sick, because I think I've been sick most of the last year.
Yeah, I feel like
she's been sickly.
I've been re-listening to all of our episodes recently, and every other episode, one of us is deathly ill.
No.
Yeah, I've noticed
so
that
sad.
too. It's really embarrassing.
It's really gross. I've never heard another podcaster like that.
Yeah, our listeners are like, they might be on their deathbed. We should just download and rate just to give them their dying wish.
Well, we all went to a little rat dinner last night, and as we told the girls who were sitting next to us that we violently interrupted their dinner to speak to them, we are relatable. So I think we keep the sicknesses in. How are your eye crusties, Nora?
Oh my gosh.
For the listener, she's a blind rat again, but not because she doesn't have contacts or whatever the fuck happened to you last time.
I think I might have pink eye. And should we tell the listener how I told you guys?
Yes, I think we should tell the listener how you told us. How did you tell us, Nora?
Well, I knew I might have pink eye all day because I had...
You knew all day?
Yeah, I told you I woke up and my eyes were sealed shut, dude. I literally...
I didn't think about
all
timeline.
day was Googling, like, pink eye symptoms, yada, yada, yada. And I didn't want to tell y'all because I knew you'd cancel dinner and I wanted to go to dinner.
Yes, we would have. Pink eye is highly contagious.
Kara and I would have gone to dinner.
Yeah, that's so true.
Exactly. So I
would've been
waited.
nice.
I waited until we ordered, and then after we ordered, I was like, okay, now that the food's in, I might have pink eye.
You go, now that you're here and you're trapped and you can't leave.
Yeah.
And I was physically trapped next to Nora in this booth. But also, thinking back, you hugged me when you showed up at the restaurant.
Nora touched everything. Everything.
Pink
It's
eye
the phone.
comes from you have to get my fluids on you. So,
No, it's like touching doorknobs. That's why I told you to Clorox our doorknobs.
which I totally did.
Okay. Well,
Anywho,
yikes.
what are we talking about today, Allie?
I need a breakup with the dad, you guys. It's time, and I need live feedback on how to do it. There's actually been some updates since even last night.
Oh.
I'm just digging myself a hole, you guys. And I need some advice, and I need to action it immediately.
Okay. How do you want to give us the update first?
I think what would be helpful is to give the listener a real rundown of this situationship, all the context, because they've been hearing bits and pieces of just me getting wrecked by a dick for months, but we haven't talked about anything else
True.
surrounding the dad.
Wrecked by Daddy Dick.
Yeah, wrecked by Daddy Dick, father of two. Like, that's all I know.
Wow, what a tagline.
So
So how'd you meet him?
So I met him on the Bumble, and it was by accident because I remember we were swiping in like September, let's call it, like end of September.
When you say we.
Like
Both of us on both of our heads. It was a mutual connection, right? That's how
I thought
Bumble
you meant
works.
us.
I thought you meant us. Like
No,
helping you with
me
swipes.
and the dad. Me and the dad.
Okay.
But I had my age range set to 44. He was turning 45 in like a week, so realistically, he shouldn't have even been in my...
You shouldn't have been in your...
Yeah, barely made the cut, if you will. I also pulled a Tara and neglected to understand that he had children, even though it was listed on his profile.
I didn't read mine.
Me either. That's what I'm saying. I neglected to read the
I was
profile.
looking at the face, not the fucking storyline about your life.
I remember messaging him, and the conversation was brief. We chatted about skiing, and I thought, only green flag out of
My husband.
right,
He skis.
a line of bad dates. Like, this will do.
And he didn't mention the children
He
at
didn't
this
mention
point.
the children at all. At all.
Because
and
it was
then
listed on his Bumble.
it was only listed, yeah, but it was like, because you have to scroll on
You have to
Bumble
scroll.
from left to right in the tag of things that they're open to, including weed, drinking alcohol,
Drugs.
children.
Oh,
And then
that's
it just
funny.
says has children,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is like
that's
also
funny.
very vague.
Bold Balls just wrote in his, like, one of his prompts was like, I have a daughter.
I think
And that's
well,
how you should do
and
it.
I did
that's
to be
how
fair.
you should do it, and you didn't read that.
Correct. He showed it to me after our third date, and I was
feel
like, oh,
better about mine now. Like mine was clearly
that's
just I
not
had
really-
to scroll for it. Yours is a little.
That's not your fault.
I was in a really bad place when I was going for Old Balls,
Well,
guys.
same with the dad. I was in a bad way. If you remember, listener, the story about the guy that made clay dolls that fucked each other and tried to sell them to me. This was right after that.
so you were pretty desperado.
I was desperate, and honestly, I wasn't even going to go out with him. We like stopped talking for a week, and then randomly he was like, "Do you want to go to this Leon Bridges concert?" My friend backed out. Like that's a pretty romantic concert, so I'm assuming it was like another woman that he was going to take, which I'm fine with. I was like, yeah, I love Leon Bridges. I'll definitely go. And I was like, could not care less that it was a first date. I'd been on so many bad first dates. I was like, what's the worst thing that happens? I go to a concert,
fair, yeah.
don't have to talk to somebody and like have it be fine. Needless to say, the date was like mediocre. Like I don't remember having a fun time and I don't remember having a bad time.
Wow.
So
That's
it was
wild that spun into a multi-month situationship.
it surprised us all.
Crossed many states and countries while talking to this man.
For sure.
You
no.
kept it living.
Yeah, why
this
did
has
you
been
keep
breathing.
this live?
No clue. I have no clue. I didn't even
Should have
like
been
him.
DNR.
When did you have sex the first time?
So we had sex our second date.
Okay.
So at the end of our first date, we kissed, and then I
Oh.
sent him on public transportation because he did not want to pay for a car home, even though we lived moments away from each other. I took a car home, and I thought maybe I'll never see him again. Like this is a weird ending. And then the second date was supposed to be like the next week, and I was actually on the phone with one of our friends. I'll call him Hot Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
And
Ew, why is he hot
he's got abs.
Pittsburgh? Okay.
I don't know.
I haven't
He
seen-
listens. He's an avid. He's like our number one man rat listener.
Well, I haven't seen your abs, hot Pittsburgh, but
Anyway, so I was on the phone with him and I was like, I'm supposed to see the dad tonight. I really don't want to. And he's like, you should go. And I was like, I'm going to cancel. So I cancel like an hour before I'm
my
supposed to see
God.
him. And then I felt bad. So I rescheduled for the following week. And I was like, I'll actually see you. And that was our second date.
Point of that.
That was our second date. And
I really don't want to see this guy cancel, and then you just
Reschedule.
prolonged your pain.
Yeah.
By rescheduling this
All right.
date for
Yeah.
a week.
so you go on 2 dates, and
go on
those
the
are
second
real dates. Like those are actual
second
dates.
date was dinner. We go
Okay.
back to his place. We have sex. It wasn't the crazy sex that we now are having. It
Oh.
was like very normal,
Wow.
sex.
Respectful.
polite. Yeah.
Wait, second date sex.
Second date sex.
Second date.
Yeah.
Um,
You don't pull out all
from
the
there, I was like,
stops.
the sex isn't bad, right? So like we keep having sex,
Right.
And then it's transpired into me just getting wrecked by this dick. But our monthly cadence, and by monthly I mean weekly cadence, has been like I see him maybe once a week.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't really done anything since those 2 dates. Like we went to jazz one time, but I paid for the experience.
Like no activities. This is where it transitions from dating to a situationship.
Yeah.
Is
Right.
when you stop doing
dates
activities
stop.
and you just come over
Right.
and have
Come over,
sex.
we watch TV. Like we'll watch
Yeah.
a movie sometimes.
Right.
We like don't go out drinking. We don't go. I mean, he's met you guys one time, but it was by accident because we were both happened to be in the city together, and I was wasted.
This is a textbook situationship, listeners. No dating, no intentions,
I think so.
no
No
deep conversations.
No, so here's the data that I've collected along the way. I don't know how he feels, and I haven't asked, right? Because I don't care.
think we do by his
I don't
behaviors.
Well,
Yeah, I think I know how he feels.
I feel like his behaviors say one thing, and I agree with you. It's
Yeah.
very much a situationship. We're on the same page. But then he'll like say weird shit that I wouldn't expect a situationship to say or think. Like one, his Bumble, and I know Nora's take on this is very hot. His Bumble has been literally permanently deleted, like the whole account, for the last 3 months. Like I tried to show a picture of somebody, it's completely deleted.
Or he
I
blocked
have-
you.
I have a burner account. I have like 6
and you haven't seen him.
other dating
never seen
apps.
him on
Never
it.
seen him on any other dating app.
Interesting.
Now, quick interjection. My theory, he's busy. He's a dad of 2, and he's got pussy. So why would he be
why
on the
keep
dating apps?
looking?
But
Who
go
wants
on.
pussy once a week? You don't want it more? Like, I don't understand.
A dad.
I'm too young for this. I should be bound by these restrictions.
You are not.
Mid-30s, listener. We are
Literally
in our
had
mid-30s.
sex with a different person last week in a different country.
You're in a very different life stage.
Yeah.
Go on.
I'm in a very much my hoe era.
You are not a hoe.
I'm not a hoe.
I would be
I wish you were a hoe.
devastated if you considered this your hoe stage.
Yeah. Let me tell you about Allie in
Her
college.
20s.
Let's not.
I've got some stories. Go on.
Let's not. Okay, so the other things that he's said have been like, for example, when we were going to Austria, he also was going skiing with his entire family and daughters. And he was like, well, it's perfect timing because, like, you're gone when I'm gone. So, like, we can see each other when you're back. And I was like, I never even thought about the fact that I wouldn't, like, I was going to Austria and that's where my mind was. Like, I had nothing to do with you.
Yeah, that is relationship brain of like,
It's a little relationship-y to be like, oh, thank goodness, like,
I'll miss you, but we're both busy.
Yeah.
We're both away, so we wouldn't be able to see each other.
It didn't even occur to you to even barely tell him you were going to Austria.
I didn't even know he was going away.
You didn't tell him.
I was like, oh, you're going with friends, right? He's like, literally, no, I'm going
You
with
know
my
what?
I
family.
have a family of 4, so.
Now that I think about it, he did get sad the time before that you were traveling and you didn't tell him.
Ooh.
He was like, could you let me know next time you're out of town?
Maybe this is a relationship. Okay, you're starting to change my mind. Maybe he does think it's
Listener,
something.
let us know. Is this a relationship?
It gets
or
weirder
are we
'cause
delusional?
He also, so I thought it was a situationship because, you know, like he'll be like, how was your day? And then I'll ask him how his day was and he won't respond to questions he doesn't feel like answering.
Oh, yeah.
But
he
that's
just
why I
thumbs
don't
up
know.
it.
Yeah, I don't know if he's just like autistic or if he doesn't like me.
No,
So,
if he's
like,
autistic, I think it's more of a relationship.
Oh, no.
that's why he's an
no.
engineer by trade.
Oh, no. Okay.
Okay, so, but then, like, he'll keep asking me, like, he'll
What
be
a
like, how's
plot
your
twist.
mom? Like, intimate details. He'll be like, how are the girls? Like, he was like, how was your ghost tours? That's tonight, remember? Like, he
Oh,
remembers things,
that's
and I
kinda nice.
don't.
Oh, so it's you. You're
So
the
you're the
fucking
fuck boy.
Okay,
You're really changing
So why
this
are you
narrative.
breaking up with him?
okay, so I thought I had liked him about a month ago. So, like,
I
3 months
remember.
in.
Yeah, you told the rats.
Yeah, you said it. You
Yeah.
said
Told
you
the
had
rats
a
that you
crush.
liked.
Yeah, I had a crush. I forget now why I liked him. He did something at the time where I was like, oh, yeah, no, like, I like that. Like, that's sweet. But I think, like, it's the constant being choked alive by a cock that has made me...
So it's truly the sex that's turned you off on this.
It used to turn me on, and now it's turned me off.
Well, because violent sex, it runs its course. You
Right.
can't do that forever.
At some point, if this is going to transpire into something more, it needs to be a little bit more respectful, I think.
Like, you don't want to get choked out every night of your life.
Like, I don't want to be crying the one time I get dick a week, you know,
Yeah.
because I can't
Okay,
breathe.
but here's my question, and this might sound unreasonable, but have you asked to have a little bit more respectful sex?
I have asked, but I don't think he takes it seriously, the request, because
I'd love to hear how you
because you
ask.
probably
Because-
say it in a joking way.
no, because
it's
he's
you.
like, he's so dominant that he's like, you are not allowed, you don't ask. Like, I will fuck
I
you
mean,
when I'm
that
ready
does
to
sound
fuck
hot.
you.
That does sound hot.
I hate that.
Okay. So yeah, so that's kind of like where I'm at. I also don't enjoy spending my time with him.
Allie was the
So
other
mean to
day. She
say.
was like, because she's supposed to see him tonight.
Yeah, I need to see.
Oh
so
my
okay, I'll
God.
get to that in a second. Go on.
But the other day she was like, oh yeah, I have to see the dad Tuesday. I'm like, what do you mean you have to? She's like, I just don't enjoy my time with him. I'm like, so why are you doing it?
It's just so sad because he's a nice guy. And I feel
Is
that
Is he?
he's never been an asshole.
Allie,
Do you hear these standards? Listener, do you hear the standards that we
He's
have
not
for men?
mean to me.
He's not mean.
He's not
By
mean
the
to
way,
me.
He chokes her out like every goddamn time they have sex. She's crying.
You tell me if that's mean or hot. I don't know.
I mean, it depends.
Allie is. This is
kidding.
the most delusional I've seen you since Rave Daddy.
I'm not delusional. I don't like him.
Right.
Right. So
I don't. He's not my
stop
partner.
So
Seeing
stop
him.
seeing him.
no, I want to stop seeing him.
Listener, do you hear this?
This is a therapy session for real. All right. So what?
I just haven't sent the text message. I haven't sent the text message.
I
Okay,
have
so
goosebumps. I'm getting so riled up. My nipples are hard. I'm furious.
all right. So I think the other issue of me not liking him was that I did get dick in Germany and that dick was so good and that man's so hot that I'm like, why keep going with something that's so mediocre?
It's your come to Jesus stick, and every girl needs it. When you're in a situationship, do not pretend you're loyal to a situationship. You've got to get that come to Jesus dick.
And that changed everything for you because now
you're like, I can't tolerate this.
can't
I don't
tolerate
even
dick.
want to sleep with him. I don't want to sleep with him.
Because you had better dick.
I had better dick.
Yeah.
That's sad.
Yeah. So
But
I was
true.
supposed to send a text message this weekend that I had asked our faithful
Gemini.
Gemini to produce.
You didn't know this? She
We got-
drafted a breakup text with Gemini.
Oh, good.
And the prompt was break up with a man that you've been in a situationship with for 4 months and you don't want to do it in person.
You do not know how to set parameters like I do on Gemini.
That's what I said it
Wait,
to do.
I'm now remembering this because I typed in a prompt for her and
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to hurt his feelings, but he's way too rough sexually, but don't mention that to him. I don't know why I thought Gemini
You do suck with
needed that
Gemini.
context.
But it was very formal what it produced, and I copied and pasted and I
But
put
then
it in
you
the
can
body
say,
of the
hey,
text.
Gemini, make it less formal.
I didn't do that. I just copy and pasted it and put it in the text that I was going to press send. And then Saturday night, I went out with one of our random guy friends that I haven't seen in 7 years.
Not a date.
Not a date.
Not a date.
We thought it
Turns
was.
out.
Whoopsie.
But I got his male perspective and said, I have to break up with this guy. What do you think? And he's a little younger than us, so his advice wasn't great. He said, send the text with invisible ink, which I said,
I
Dad,
almost just spit out my
the
drink.
dad is 45. Like, I don't think he's going to know how to read a message with invisible ink.
I'm 34 and I don't know how
But
to read
why?
a text with invisible ink.
But why?
He thought it would be fine. I mean, to be fair, we were...
We don't need humor in
Guys,
breakups.
we were like 5 drinks in by the time we were having this conversation.
Wow, does he need to be on bad advice only?
Yeah, he definitely
He
does.
thought it'd be funny.
He was just cracking up. He's like, you gotta send it. He goes, or with the loud text. I'm like,
Yes. The loud text would be funny.
Just screaming at him.
and
So
then like we
you-
hovered over send for a while with him, and then I was like, I can't do this.
But
It's-
obviously you're breaking up with him today because you don't want to see him tonight.
Wait,
Right. So he
What?
texted me last night, and he was like, "Are we still on for tomorrow?" And I haven't responded.
Oh,
no,
my
Al.
God.
So
the
he's
fade
like,
out is a little late.
right? No. So I need to respond.
Yeah.
Ooh. So he sent
Just
me 2
tell him you
messages.
have
actually.
chlamydia.
Yeah.
That's so funny because Hot Pittsburgh said the same thing. He
No,
said,
that's
just
an
tell him-
easy out. Just be like, chlamydia, got it bad. Though, if we know anything from my experience, it does not deter them.
It doesn't deter
I don't-
them. That's
not a
true.
breakup. So so here's my main question about this whole thing was like, 1, do I owe them an in-person
No.
breakup?
No.
Okay. 2, quick. That was quick. 2, why do I need to break up with this? Like, what if I just cancel and be like, actually, it turns out I don't want to hang out tonight or in the future?
Turns out, like,
You have not done enough dumping in your life, Allie.
No, I'm always dumped. We've been over this.
okay.
This is
so-
my first
wait,
real dumping.
I don't know if we want to share this, but I'd love to hear Gemini's breakup text if you still have it.
I deleted it because he's been messaging me.
Oh, it was
About
just
the
saying-
ghost
it was
tour.
sitting in the fucking body of the
That
text.
is so crazy.
So mean and crazy.
If I have a text like that drafted, it's in my notes, Allie.
But you know what? Like, this is how I know I don't. Like, I just forget. Like, I
You
genuinely
just
forgot
don't
that it was in
care
there.
about
Just
it.
literally, listener, imagine in the body of the text, there's this long Gemini crafted breakup
Breakup
message,
text.
but he keeps texting, asking about
What are you doing? Copying
fucking
and
day.
pasting every
Yeah.
time you respond?
Yeah, he was like, "Do you want to come over at 6 and then we can do dinner after?" And that's the last thing he texted.
No,
So-
but he doesn't mean it, listener.
doesn't
mean
mean
dinner.
it. He
Last time-
always
He's done
does
this twice.
He says, "Come over and then we'll have dinner." They have sex, no dinner, and
I
then
never
guess
eat.
who's
No
hungry?
dinner.
I'm starving.
Bitch.
I think you should text him back.
Should I get my phone out now?
Maybe open a notes, not his text.
Yeah.
I mean, I break up with him at some point, right? So should I do it live?
Are we doing it live?
Fucking 8 a.m., but yes, let's do it.
My
Yeah.
mom thinks I should keep him around for the dick.
But you don't like
You don't
the
like
dick.
the
No, I
dick.
agree.
And it's only once a week, like you said, and there's 7 days in a week, Allie.
Yeah.
You
could
should
do
be
better.
at least getting sex 4 days a week as a single girl.
Just at least, if you're going to have unattached, like, sex that's not going anywhere, then it should be good.
earth-shatteringly
fun.
good.
It should be something you like.
Right.
Yeah. If I hear you say one more time, I really don't want to see someone, and
Like,
then you
then
still go
don't.
out with him, you're disrespecting me and my time,
I'm
Allie.
disrespecting my feel I'm disrespecting myself in a lot of ways.
Well,
with this
yeah, but
man.
I know you don't care about that, so that's why I'm saying you're disrespecting me and my time when you complain about this
All
man.
right.
Okay.
Let's drop this text.
Actually, his
Here-
exact words were, I'll have to use you extra hard tomorrow, which I didn't respond to. Before that, he's like, am I in your calendar? And I just sent him a screenshot of my calendar. And he's like, what am I in your calendar as? And it just says plans.
If that's not a breakup, I don't know what
Oh
is.
And
my
he goes, ouch.
God damn,
I
Allie.
think-
Okay.
I don't think he's going to be too hurt.
Have you seen him since our trip to Europe?
No.
Ooh, tough.
And I didn't sleep with him before we left for Europe.
Okay. Well, you did, just
this
not
I blew him.
I
I didn't sleep with
Oh
him.
yeah, you were on your period.
to completion.
For him, yeah. I fucking had a
I
tampon
didn't
in.
think it
What
was
the
for
fuck?
you.
I didn't get off.
Do either of y'all come when you're blowing?
If my vibrator's involved, hell yeah, brother.
I didn't think about that.
I've been saying hell yeah. I've been saying hell.
brother is very funny.
I have been saying hell yeah, brother to guys on dating apps way too much lately. No laughs, zero laughs.
Well,
Hell yeah, brother.
I think it's funny.
it is funny.
Where'd you pick that up
Back
from?
to our breakup text.
Okay.
Dear Dad.
All right, I need to start notes now.
Don't say dear.
Right. I forgot we're breaking up. Not writing.
So Gemini said an ideal way to end a situationship is with clarity and directness, but to be kind and using I statements. Go on.
I feel you fucked me too hard and
this is when we need video. Allie's face.
pause.
I just wrote I feel, and then I was like, I can't say this. That's arguable. He can be like, I'll fuck you less hard.
Ooh,
We
You're
do things that
worried?
aren't arguable.
You're worried he's going to negotiate the breakup?
Yes, I'm worried all men will negotiate the terms.
That's
they,
fair.
They do,
They
unfortunately.
do that.
But
They're
it
like,
also
I'll
says be
change.
prepared for their reaction. So I want to make it
Why
the
just
least.
block him?
Do not block him.
After the text.
No, because I did this one time before
No, it's
where I
rude.
blocked them and
It's
you said it was
rude.
mean.
You
It
need
is
to have
mean.
balls.
I'm gonna mute him. though.
I do that, yes. I do recommend that because you'll just be antsy
Right, I
and
don't need the
anxious.
anxiety.
Like, when it pops up, it pops up.
All right.
Okay.
Whoa.
So-
Can we just say you met someone?
I thought about that.
But
I've dug myself a hole here because I did say like he was in my calendar for tonight.
Okay,
But-
but now you've met someone.
you I think you should say, hey, it's been a trip. I haven't broken up with someone in a while.
But I've met someone.
And I want to see that
I
through.
want to see that through.
Wishing you all the best.
Yeah, just lie. Because then he can't argue with that.
Okay, any other ideas?
Why you don't like
And
that
be like,
one?
I really
I just
enjoyed.
You want options?
Say I really enjoyed our time together, but but you
I'm not
have.
supposed to lie.
Well, we're already saying you have a fucking boyfriend, Allie.
Well, I could in an alternative simulation.
I think
She's like, it could be true. Well, it could be true that you enjoyed your
Look.
time with him.
it could be true. And it was at moments. Short
Sure.
moments.
There were moments.
The 30 seconds I had to orgasm per week.
Shit, Allie. Oh my God. When you put it
damn
like
it.
that,
Well.
you really need out.
Yeah. I came twice on Sunday.
fuck did you do
Two
on Sunday?
different men.
Was that your hat trick?
It
No,
was
it was
not the
one.
hat
It was
trick.
1 in the morning, 1 at night.
Yeah.
That's how she got pink eye. If you catch me.
It is probably how I got pink eye.
Okay, so all I have so far is I feel you fuck me too hard,
Okay.
and hey, it's been a trip, but I've met someone I want to see that through.
Okay,
I
let's-
do like, hey, it's been a trip. I know how to break up with old men, and that is
Do
what
you
you
think-
say.
Pittsburgh told me to tell him I'm gay.
Okay,
Okay.
Pittsburgh's a fucking moron.
I'm just confused where you draw the line at lying because
Yeah.
I'm not saying I should say I'm gay. It was just another option.
It's not. It's not an option.
All right, we're
No.
gonna tell him you have a boyfriend now and you want to see that through.
Yeah.
I think that's kindest.
Yeah.
I feel like that's crazy to go from like, oh,
I
see
wouldn't say
tomorrow to, I have a
boyfriend.
boyfriend.
I wouldn't say boyfriend.
Don't say the word
Just be
boyfriend.
like, hey, I met someone and it seems like something promising and I'd like to see
Yeah.
it through in an honest
Happy to circle
fashion.
back should that not work out.
Yeah.
But then we just
Okay.
don't, and he just assumes you're married
Should I-
now.
okay.
Are you going to
I'll
send
say-
it live while we're
I'll
recording?
say, hi.
Good
Did
morning.
the last
So the
thing you say?
the last message is want to come over around 6. And
So
we
I
go
can
to
use
dinner.
you
and
extra
I'll be like,
hard.
hi.
I do not want to do that.
Sorry, I fell asleep
Oh.
because it's been hours.
Right.
This was sent at 9 p.m. last night.
I don't even know if you need to include that. You're already breaking up with him.
That's
It's just like another slap in the face. You're boring. I fell asleep on you.
Yeah, boring. She's so boring. All right. So, yes.
Hi, sorry, I fell asleep.
About
Actually.
tonight.
Actually.
I-
No, about tonight.
Have been seeing someone.
I would just say I met someone.
I met someone, and my gut's telling me I should see that through.
Yeah. I like that. I like the gut.
Yeah, my gut's
You
telling me.
can blame
'Cause
your
then
gut.
it's like,
it's not Allie,
you're not
it's her gut.
right, and you're not saying you've been seeing someone for 3 months and like you're in a full-blown relationship. Your gut, you met someone, your gut's saying you should see what happens.
Yeah, and if he's a smarter older man, he'll be like, oh, this young 30-something doesn't know her gut's full of shit.
Yeah.
And he'll just be like, good luck to you, babe.
You know, guts are full of shit. Why does no one ever talk about that?
Yeah, why are we
This
listening
is
to that?
very funny. Like your gut is literally full of shit.
What is your gut? Your large intestine?
Is that not where your shit is?
I just
Your
always,
bowels.
I always paralleled it with my fupa.
It does not matter. Send the text.
Send it.
I haven't finished it
Oh,
yet.
read it. Oh,
She's so nervous.
Hi, sorry I fell asleep for tonight. I actually have to back out.
Time out. Is there grammar in there?
Yes.
Read it with the grammar.
Hi, sorry I fell asleep. Period.
I didn't read it.
I just meant a pause.
For tonight, I actually have to back out, comma. I did want to be honest. I met someone, and my gut is telling me I should see that through.
Yes. I
Period.
think that's
Love it.
perfect. Send.
Wish you all the
That's
best.
it?
Yep.
Wish you
Allie-
all the best.
Chill. Send it.
What do you owe him?
What do you owe him?
Guys, I would owe like my random masseuse more of an explanation.
Okay, well, that's your people-pleasing nature. This is sufficient.
Yeah. Also, he's a man. He will not think twice about this text.
Yep.
This is crazy because
He'll
if
never
it was
think
the
about
flip
you
side
again.
for me and I actually cared after 4 months, someone was telling me I met someone, I want to see that through, I'd be like, damn.
I don't think
No, someone sent me that, and I was someone actually sent me this very text, and we had a really good date, and I was really into him, and I was like, oh, good for you. Like,
Yeah.
sucks for me, good for you.
one of my neighborhood fucks just sent me this text, basically. And
Yeah, he did. I forgot.
And
Why
I-
didn't we just
I
take his
respect it.
text?
yeah, should we
Why
take
didn't we just
his
copy
text?
and
Yeah, you
paste?
have that out?
Yeah, let me grab it. Hold on.
All right.
And like I respect it. I think it's a good way to do
Yeah.
it. He said, "Unfortunately, I'm not available anymore." And I said, "Oh my god."
I actually like
And
that.
I do too.
he said, okay, here's what happened. I said, "Hi, I'm back," because I
Just go back from Europe.
got back from Europe and also I don't have chlamydia anymore. And he said,
He had you
Some
on
of
a
this I
shelf
can
for
use,
a
some of this
long-
I can use.
I had him on the shelf for a long while. And he said, "Unfortunately, I'm not available anymore." And I said, "Oh my God, you have a little girly friend?" And he said,
So
"Yeah."
belittling.
And he said, "Yeah, I've been seeing someone more seriously, so I'm going to focus on that right now,"
Love it.
which I thought was sweet.
So respectful.
He also said, "I was listening to your podcast the other day because I've been recommending it to friends." Woo!
That's very cute.
Shout out.
Situationship
Norris
with no
neighborhood
chlamydia.
fuck. I
Okay.
did give him chlamydia, though.
Yeah. Allie?
She's having a panic attack.
Allie
Send
got
the text.
so-
Someone
Sweating.
send it for me.
Okay,
Yes.
bring the
I'm on
phone.
it. I'm getting up.
Can't do it. And then mute it.
Allie, you really do have some people-pleasing
No,
things
it's so
we should
bad.
like.
That's why they fired me from my agency.
Allie, you're a wonderful woman, but like he will not care.
No, good.
Okay.
That's what I want.
So why are you
Look,
worried?
I've never been on the opposite side where like
Okay,
I
I'm gonna-
didn't care.
I'm gonna read it one more time and then we're gonna send it.
Okay.
Hi, sorry I fell asleep. For tonight, I actually will have to back out. I do want to be honest.
I was trying to listen to the text.
We need videos so bad. It's so funny what's going on in this room.
I'm sweating for Allie now.
I'm like scratching my leg like a psychopath.
Okay, I do want to be honest that I met someone and my gut is telling me I should see that through.
God, I hope he's
and
hot.
we'll focus on that right now. Can we get rid of that part? This is
Sure.
you're texting. My
That's
God.
from my guy.
This is my I was
But the grammar is just heinous. And
you're
this
worried
is,
about the grammar and
this
the
rat
breakup
can't
text.
spell for shit.
All
Okay.
right, hit send.
I did.
I'm gonna throw up.
I really
What if I see him around
enjoyed
town?
Then you say
our
hello
time
and move on with your life.
together.
But you have to remember you have a boyfriend now, so don't fuck that up.
Remember Hot Mark?
Yeah.
Ran into him recently.
He was a
didn't
piece
remem-
of shit.
He didn't remember who I was.
Really?
I'm like, you don't remember coming in my eye?
Very
Or
affectionate, actually.
back to the dad.
Yeah, if a man doesn't remember coming in your eye, then like this guy's not going to remember you either.
How does that feel?
Okay.
Okay, now let's mentally prepare for the bad reaction. If he's like, good, I didn't like you anyway.
That
You're
I'm not
ugly.
concerned about. Okay.
What if he's like, you're a whore? The shrug. Listener, the shrug said a million words.
Say to that. Oh.
For the listener, I sent it while they were gabbing about I don't know what, and then I muted him.
Did you mute it? Oh, God.
All right.
I'm going to throw up.
On that note, did we even need to break up with him?
I feel like I just dumped someone. I feel like good. I'm single, guys.
Oh, Jesus Lord. Oh, God.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, let's backtrack really quickly.
I feel lighter. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, you feel good.
Really,
feel
because now
good.
I feel a little guilty for breaking up with him.
I just
Guys,
really...
I got like 9 guys you can break up. Let's do some
Let's do some
exposure therapy.
rejection.
I think I should block him in about a week, though.
Sure. No, don't block him. Leave him alone. Make him listen to the podcast. Tell him there's an episode about him.
Absolutely not. He is like one of the only people in my life I would choose to not. He also knows about the podcast.
Instead of sending that text, just send him this version.
Ooh, you could
This
just send him
unedited
the...
Unsend it. Unsend the message.
Too late.
Guys, nothing like unsending a message. My God. The thrill.
I think I can. I haven't updated my phone.
Oh, you should do it because it's really fun to gaslight people that
No,
way.
unsending is so fun. It's like absolutely cruel.
I do it at work all the time.
I love it unsend.
Okay, so moving forward, I will be better about breaking up with men I'm not interested in.
Right.
Or we come up with a very strict definition of these types of relationships you find yourself in and which warrants an actual breakup, whether it's text or in person or...
do you think you need to break up with him? It was like 4 months.
Yes. 4
What
months,
if
agreed.
he responds?
What do you
probably
think he's going to
will.
say?
I don't know.
He's just going to be like, wish you the best. Good.
Yeah.
You think?
Yeah.
Or he'll be really awkward, like you've said
I
he
think he'll be
is.
awkward.
And he'll just be like, "Oh, that's okay. When did you start seeing somebody? I didn't know we weren't exclusive."
What if he's like, this is how you're telling me you're cheating on me?
Not the first time, not the last.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Is it cruel to like leave the rats on red and they don't know what the situationship says?
Yeah,
We'll
I mean, you
update
can
you
check
next
now and
week.
see if he's responded, but I doubt it.
No response.
Oh, great. Do you want
It's
to?
been
You can just
3
delete it.
minutes.
You can just delete.
No.
Delete
entire
the thread.
chain.
We don't want to look at it.
We don't need to look at it. That's what Liz, shout out to our girl Liz on Date Yourself Instead says. Just delete it and forget
That's
it ever
what Nora
happened.
I've been doing that for years.
I know. And here we are with a failing podcast and she has millions of followers. Could you even imagine if we had entered the market ahead of time?
Allie, we begged you for 4 years to start
true.
this podcast. Look
Yeah.
at where we'd be.
Another 4-year relationship down the drain. Anyway, you tell us, rats, if you're in a situationship and you feel like you need help breaking up, call in.
Yeah, write us. We'll give some good advice.
I feel like you're fucking me too hard.
I feel like you're fucking me too
I love that
hard.
we use I statement, so that's the I statement.
I feel like
All
you're
right.
fucking
Fuck
me
you
too
later,
hard.
rats.
Fuck you later, rats.
As always, thanks for listening. If you're interested in even more bad advice, scurry on over to Instagram and TikTok at Bad Advice Only NYC. We're begging you. Download and rate the show and leave us a review. Talk to you next Monday.
Stay tuned, rats.